Hi, so I just wanted to create a quick video showing you how to use the 3D viewer on our webpage. There are some things that still need tweaking, some things that don't work quite right for some of the 3D models, so bear with us and we'll hopefully get those fixed soon. Originally we had planned on using Sketchfab, but unfortunately in the last couple of years they'd made some very company kind of choices, so we decided we didn't quite trust them in perpetuity. Instead, we've decided to use this updated version of 3D Hop, which our colleagues at the University of Oslo showed us early on in the project because they had implemented it on their Bitfrost website, which I highly recommend. We liked what the different functionalities were, and so we decided to go with this instead. So as I mentioned, this is an updated version of 3D Hop, which is used by both Bitfrost and Dynamic Collections and quite a few other institutions now. The code is made available freely by the developers over at Lund University, Dark Lab, and the Visual Computing Laboratory. So, just to show you, this is the Bresse page, and you can interact with it in this smaller viewer. So you left click and drag to turn it around, and you can use a mouse wheel to zoom in a bit more, or you can use these buttons here. But I personally prefer to put it into full screen because it behaves a bit better. And so as I mentioned, you can zoom in on different things. If you right click and drag, it moves it to a different location there in the 3D space. So this viewer uses a specific file type that has different layers to it. It's multi-resolution, so detail only loads into the viewer as you zoom in, which means that you can have a much smaller file type. I think this one's only like 20 something megabytes, which makes it a lot easier to load in on your phone, things like that. So detail only really loads as you zoom in. You can see that's kind of low resolution as you're zoomed out there, but the detail does come back as you zoom in. Some of the features that we've got here, so the main one that I like to use is removing texture, which is kind of the main reason I use 3D, is because you're able to remove all the distracting color that impedes your view of the geometry of the sculpture, and it helps clarify these inscriptions quite a bit. But if that's not enough for you, you can also use this lighting controller. This was one of the main reasons we liked this 3D Hop viewer, because it incorporates, if you know anything about reflectance transformation imaging or RTI, they use a similar lighting ball, and it's just a bit more intuitive, we found. And so you can apply different lighting positions very easily and get a clearer vision of the interlace or the inscriptions or whatever it is you're interested in. If the model misbehaves, you can hit the home button and it'll zoom out to where it was originally. As I said, you can click and drag with the left mouse button to turn it around. Let's say you wanted this as a screenshot, so you can take a screenshot from this position here. Just make sure that your whole image is, that this is the image that you want, because it will automatically create a screenshot. And here's your screenshot here. Now, another thing you can do is you can take measurements. Now, this is the thing that doesn't quite work for all of our 3D models. Right now, this one is correct because we created this 3D model for our project, and so it is scaled correctly. But some of the other ones were created with a different visualizing method, and so that has a different scale, but we'll hopefully get that fixed soon. I recommend checking when you take measurements, check on the main page whether these reflect similar values or not before you take them as gospel. And this one removes the lighting effect from the 3D model, which might be useful in certain situations. This one's an orthographic projection button, which some people might find useful for specific things. So another interesting tool is the point picker, and so you can use the tool to pick a point on the 3D model, and other people will be able to find it using that specific picked point. although I recommend using a picture anyway as well. But if you want to discuss something specific, that's a good way to record its location. And finally, let's say you wanted to check the angle of this bunny ear D. At least that's what we call it. You can pick these points and it will tell you what angle you have there. So overall, you should be able to do a lot of the analysis yourself by having a look at it in this 3D viewer. Many of our 3D models will be available for download from our website depending on institutional permissions, but if they aren't available for download, hopefully this very useful viewer makes up for it. Anyway, thank you.